everybody, welcome back to Supreme Minority. As you may have seen the other day, we posted a post about change, and this is the in reference video to have a look at how to start looking at small steps towards creating change. I'm sorry if I'm sniffly, I'm still kind of full of cold, still haven't managed to shift it yet. So in this video today, I'm just going to go over a couple of steps on what you can do to start looking at taking these small steps to start making change. Change doesn't have to be scary, we don't have to fear change. It's actually an amazing thing, this change. It's just obviously how sometimes you can go about it and the mindset of which you want to start looking and adopting on this. I'm totally aware that I look like a complete geek as well when I've just set up this video. So step one is to change your thinking, and this is something I've spoken about before, about kind of the mindset and your self-talk. So this comes into quite a lot of like neuro-linguistic programming. But instead of, like I've mentioned previously, I have to do something, is changing and rephrasing that is I get to do something. And it can just make such a difference in terms of your mindset and your approach. So I'm just aware about how messy my hair is. To how you think about things on a daily basis, and it can shape then your actions. So when you're feeling negative, if you've got quite a bad way of perceiving this situation, you know, it can be one of the things, if you kind of start going down that catastrophizing route of trying to just get yourself into more of a hole, basically, if you like, and it's just not the way to go. So if you are kind of starting on that negative path, is kind of step two of this really, is being aware of your mentality and your state on a day-to-day basis, of being self-aware as and when bad things might happen. So if you're starting to feel a little bit negative and this is creeping in, kind of just remind yourself that you're the person that's in control. So address the fact that you feel negative, address what it is, what it might impact. But, you know, if you need to self-loathe, self-wallow, give yourself a finite amount of time to do this. So whether it's 10 minutes, half an hour, right, after this time, fuck it, sweep it under the carpet, move on. You can't change what's happened anyway now, so what is the point in getting yourself irate about it? The best thing is, is to just learn to take from it what you can. If it's a learning piece, then like, right, okay, it's happened, what can I take from this, what can I learn to make sure this doesn't happen going forward, or how to make an experience better going forward. So then I suppose the next thing would be, every time you think you can't do something, is to either sit and think, self-talk it, write it, but think of all the reasons why you can do something. Don't focus on the can'ts, focus on the can. And then lastly, I suppose, it doesn't work for everybody, but daily mantras, gratitude, affirmations, this sets up the mindset perfectly on a day-to-day basis, but it's something that needs to become habitual and a routine to do. It's not for everybody, but if you can find certain things that do work and that do resonate, then get on that, start to change your thinking. So, next step, keep your eyes on the prize, guys. Oh, a bit of a rhyme in there, isn't there? And this is all to do with your goals. So, obviously, affirmations, daily gratitude, that sort of thing doesn't always work for everybody. However, this is something that's actually pretty cool to try. And this is something that's so easy to do. And this is mentioned by a guy called Maurizio Estrella. So, use your daily passwords, because we all know we've got a shitload of passwords to constantly remember anyway. Why not make them into something that means something towards your goals? So for me, currently, this could be study for diploma, spread positivity, even 5-day gym challenge, because I'm trying to actually get 5 days a week done at the minute, and I'm finding it quite hard. So whatever those might be to you, find something that resonates and start to change your passwords. So every single day when you're typing these passwords, it's a fucking reminder. Like, how much more poignant could you be? Like, you're constantly typing it away, and it's there, it's reminding you every single day when you're logging into, whether it's your work laptop or whatever, or even getting into your iPhone or something. It sometimes can resonate on your number keypad as well, in that kind of respect as well. So use that one. Change your passwords to keep your eyes on the prize. So this one I have done a few times, depending on where I am in my life stages, but looking different and feeling different. So this is the next step. So sometimes, obviously, you go through parts of your life where you feel like you need like an overhaul externally. So you might cut your hair off, or just because of how you're feeling inside. Dyeing your hair. You might go for complete different style of clothing, wardrobe wise. But you can kind of reverse this. So if you want to feel a certain way inside, maybe starting to address that on the outside. It's not always the best way, but for some people this could work. Is to actually become that on the outside, to enhance the feelings of doing this on the inside. So I have done this, and I suppose a good example would be is buying new gym gear. So when you're feeling a lack of motivation in the gym, sometimes I love nothing better than to buy new gym stuff, whether it's, a new pair of leggings, a hoodie, a top, or some trainers, to actually kickstart me and get me back into the gym and get my mojo going back again. I kind of do it at work, I suppose, as well, where, I'm quite happily just be in a hoodie when I'm at home. But I work in hospitals, and I'm in front of, NHS staff, consultants, and I have to dress more appropriately for that. I have to dress like a professional. And it does kind of put you then back into that mindset of, I like to swear a lot, but I don't swear a lot when I'm dressed like that, if you know what I mean. So it kind of does help to put your mindset in the correct place as to what you want to be. So if you're feeling like you want to be something better or something more on the inside, what could you also change on the outside to help promote that change from within? And obviously then again, it's that frequency and consistency. Keep doing that, and it'll start to harbour and it'll start to flourish. So step 4. This is about changing up your routine, and I have spoken about this previously in another video in regards to, I think it was time management. Now this doesn't have to be big. This can be something as simple as, say, the thing I spoke about in the time management video is setting your alarm earlier. So if you're wanting to be more productive, setting your alarm even to start off with 10-15 minutes earlier, and doing that on a more frequent basis until you're used to getting up at that time, maybe for the next 2 weeks. Before then, say like upping it to 30 minutes. So if you're wanting to try and be more productive, like going out for a walk, or you want to try and fit in, starting to meditate, or actually, practicing some gratitude, some daily gratitude and journaling in the morning, start to make those small steps and making sure you actually do get up and don't just snooze your alarm. But yeah, it doesn't have to be something big. It can be something small. So even something like, if you are in an office-based scenario, or you eat in a staff room or something, go and sit next to someone different just once a week. Go and chat to someone different that once, and just see what a difference that can make in terms of your mindset. You might get to know this person and find out they're bloody amazing. Obviously you could find out the complete cock, but if you don't try, you don't know, do you? So doing something small like that as well could be a really, really, lovely thing to do. And you never know, you could find out something that you could be approaching someone with isolation problems, or they feel quite shy as well. So having someone for them to speak to, you could be really doing something, quite beneficial to someone else as well. And then even something like living on the edge, go for a date night or a girls' night midweek instead of going for a weekend. So like, just pop to the cinema instead of like sometimes you'd say no because, you might be so rigid in your routine. It might be time for fucking Coronation Street or some bullshit that you might watch. No offence. I don't watch much TV. Just doing something a little bit different during the week. Try and get the girls together. Try and, go and pop over and see your parents, and go for like a cheap bite to eat, an early bird or something. It's not going to break the bank. It's not going to completely set you back on your fitness goals, obviously if you're not prepping. just do something just to switch up your routine just a little bit more, and yeah, try and see if you can stick to it and make it happen. It's got to be something that does mean something though, because if it doesn't mean anything, you're probably not going to stick to it. And then number 5, this one I really like because this one's like so me all over right now. But learn something new every single day. So change inspires change, right? So be a sponge. Go out of your way to read something they wouldn't usually read. It's kind of, be that exciting and inspiring person. So this, it doesn't have to be anything massive. It could just be like a newspaper article you wouldn't generally read, or start to just read more articles, more books. Maybe download Audible, because generally for your first, I think, is it 30 days, you can get a free book or something as well anyway. Or podcasts. I absolutely love podcasts, and generally one podcast channel will lead to another. You'll find other stuff that'll come up that kind of resonates on the similar sort of things. So if you're finding something you're really enjoying listening to, more similar kind of podcasts will then come up as well. And this is what I do. I'm just inundated with them now. I actually can't keep up with all the ones that I listen to, but absolutely love it, and all for different reasons as well. Learn something new from each one. But then also, is there a course that you'd quite like to do that's obviously not going to break the bank, but something that would maybe like an introductory course, or even things like TED Talks, going on YouTube, listening to things like that. Hopefully you'll be learning something, even from our YouTube channel. That's what, kind of the aim is, really. So yeah, that kind of sums up this part. So just to kind of reiterate the steps of change. And these steps are: 1, change your thinking. 2, keep your eye on the prize. 3, look different, feel different. 4, change your routine. And 5, learn something new every single day. And if you're stuck on any of these, if you want any more advice, you want to have a chat to us, please reach out on the Supreme Minority Instagram page. You can also obviously reach us by YouTube channel here, and then also online, www.suprememinority.co, just .co. And yeah, we'll see you soon.